I remember being on the phone trying to tell my mom, and the phone went dead. And my case manager had disconnected the call. Vulnerability is always a part of it. But in this case, it's really extreme because they're exercising authority over these people to make certain what I said. And the other insidious part of it, they can subject them to their will.
All right, Lois. Let's get to stepping. Fuck yeah. All right. Now I gotta be a little quiet as I walk out of my building. Welcome to Late Night in the Earlverse. What are we doing? The scene from The Lethal Weapon? She going potty right now. Come on, buddy. Okay. Not really. That's my dog coughing. What up? Kip Smith in the house. Could do a little jaywalking here. Gonna wait for this car to pass. Probably would be good for my numbers if I got run over. You know, whatever it takes to get the bump. Lois is chilling right now. Walk through a little bit of the rich area and do a reverse walk on Sunset. Well, your left big toe must be good looking, baby doll. No, I can't clean the grease off my camera lens. If you don't like how my stream looks, watch, I don't know, Chad Zummick's stream. What up, Gina Babina? What up, Mr. Lancel? No, I don't want to watch Jeff Ross do anything. What a fucking slob that guy is. Yeah, the trolls are out tonight, but as usual, they're not very good. I welcome them, though. I'm just a happy-go-lucky streamer. Come on, Lois. I don't mind the trolls. I mean, listen. Trolls run the internet when you think about it. And I, to this day, have never had a troll say anything that hurt my feelings. It's really all the same shit. You're old, you're this, you're that. Your comedy sucks. It's like, at least be creative. Yes, pretty much. I mean, Lois is very fast. You gotta learn how to spell, Mr. Chaos. Man, the trolls are coming in early tonight. That's all right, though. Come on in. Come on in. All I ask of you is you hit the like and subscribe button. Actually, I do clean my dog's eye boogers, and she hates it. But, funny story about this hotel. When I was doing rehab for my leg, this is the Montrose right here. Very nice hotel. We're in West Hollywood. What's up? And as I'm waiting to go in for my therapy, I sit down next to this lady, and she was really funny, older lady. I could tell she had money. She was just a rich older woman. And we ended up becoming lifelong friends. And we made love in that hotel. She was a real freak. But she passed away a few years ago, so I just thought I'd share that memory. Captain Coke, $2. I can't give you the ray gun. What I can do is, you think you're tough. You're out of control. You think you're tough. Your talk's getting bold when you find your own way out. And you're finally on your own. You'll never know. You think you're tough. Now, it's funny, if you can hold on for another 20 minutes, we will literally go through the part of town that the rat video, You Think You're Tough, was filmed at least some of it. A lot of it was filmed right outside the Rainbow and up and down the part of Sunset that we will be going through. So if you are a rat fan, stay tuned. And If you are not a rat fan, all good. No, I don't think it is. I'm just going for a nice casual walk. What's up? What's up? Rat is awesome. I mean, probably their best album is their EP they used to sign to get on Atlantic Records. The EP was done on Time Coast Records, the very small independent record label. And, they also, their first bit of love came courtesy of the great Brian Slagle on Metal Blade Records. They were on the compilation disc that Brian put out. Now we are in Beverly Hills. That side of the street is West Hollywood. We are now officially in Beverly Hills, and there are some nice homes on this block. I mean, we're talking, and we're just south of Sunset. I mean, you want the real fat daddy homes, you got to go north of Sunset. But it's also a dangerous part of town for Lois, because you see these trash bins, they go all the way up there and all the way down there. And the coyotes come down right around this time at night, and they travel in packs. So me and Lois have had a few incidents, if you know what I'm saying. So, like one time I was walking right here, and there were 6 coyotes right there, and they were just staring at me and Lois. Now, I don't think coyotes are very aggressive towards humans, but they definitely saw Lois. So, you can't really, that's probably, that's probably a $7 to $8 million home right there. Maybe more. You can see this house is, definitely a $7 to $8 million home. And once again, this is just south of Sunset. The real fat homes are north of Sunset. You're talking $10 million and up. Thank you for the advice. But so far, no coyotes on the attack. I mean, it's been so hot here lately that you kind of got to feel bad for them. Like, they'll come in and, they'll smell the food from these things. And because what happens is they're not only hungry, but they're really thirsty. I mean, look at this house. I mean, you can't really see it, but so they come down for water too. Now you might think, Earl, why do you sound out of breath? Because I am walking slightly uphill. Uh-oh, man, Dango, are you misbehaving? I mean, guys, come on. See, I bet a coyote already got to this. You guys are unbelievable. I mean, what does your life come to? That you come into my stream and you can't behave for 10, 15 minutes. You guys are unbelievable. All right, we're just about to make a right and hit sunset. Now, sunset should be happening right now. Thursday night is it's basically the start of the weekend on the Sunset Strip. I mean, here's a nice house. I mean, this is absolutely a $10 million home. Now, up there, this building right here, the famous Soho House is up there. It's kind of an exclusive VIP members type club. You know, when I was dating Chandler, she was a member. And I would go there. It never really impressed me that much. Now that building right there, the tallest one, that's a very famous condo complex. Axl Rose lived there. Ace Frehley from Kiss. A lot of local news reporters live there. And I'm not kidding. I mean, local news reporters, at least in LA, the high paying ones, they make $1 million. So I would say, I mean, there's another, that's a really nice house. I'll say $5 million. And now we are just about to hit Sunset Boulevard. Well, we will pass my friend's tattoo shop. And if you're cool, maybe we'll go inside. But sometimes they're conducting business. All right, so we are now officially on Sunset Boulevard, the world famous Sunset Boulevard. Sometimes it's packed, sometimes it's not. This place, the Hudson House, they just closed down, which is surprising. It was kind of a hip place. But this is, when we get up to the street light, this is the true beginning of the Sunset Strip. Very historical. I did not go to any Juneteenth parties. I have not, Gambu. There might be some hookers. I see some activity up front. Now, over there, see that brown door? That used to be the hottest nightclub in town back in my day. It was called Bar One. And now it's called Bootsy Bellows. I think David Arquette owns it. WCW champion, David Arquette. But it looks like they've covered up the door. So maybe Bootsy Bellows is shut down. But I can tell you right now that there used to be a line from there all the way up there. Of course, I didn't have to wait in it, but yeah, these girls are, I don't know if they're hookers or not, but we'll just keep it moving, keep it moving. famous boa. I could have been an initial investor in boa for 10 grand. And because I knew all the guys were major party boys, I declined, and now they're all multimillionaires. Yikes. So that used to be Hamburger Hamlet. If you're old school 80s, that was Hamburger Hamlet. This place used to be an iconic bar. Of course, it's shut down. Used to be called the Cock and Bull. Very famous bar. And then it was Hornburg Jaguar after Cock and Bull. And now it's just a vacant building. I don't know what kind of business would do well here. Maybe a restaurant, but it's fucking tough to have a restaurant in this area. I mean, as you can see, it's big enough for cars. I think this is where the bar was. Thank you, Wizard. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be fine, but there's I don't know if it's a famous pizza place, but Prince Street Pizza. Very popular with the kids when the nightclubs shut down. They'd always have a Range Rover right here. Captain Coke, ever since the riots, all I ever wanted was a black girlfriend. Well, good luck with that. I mean, never say never, but I'm not sure about that one, brother. Now, this is an iconic building right here. This used to be home of Geffen Records. This is where I remember one time driving and I saw Guns N' Roses, all 5 members smoking right here. It literally probably was the day they got signed. So this is, you know, I remember Slash and the Top Hat. Come on, Los. This door right here. I don't know what it is now. I mean, I do see the lights on in some rooms, so it's probably another entertainment company or whatnot. As you can see, Lois is chilling right now. Lois wants to go down there, but we're gonna go down here. Now is where the strip gets a little more spicy. We're gonna pass the Rainbow, the Whiskey, the Roxy. Now this, well, we'll get a little more into it. Let's see if we should, there's too many people on that side of the street. You gotta be careful here because the cars drive like maniacs. Actually, here's the liquor store I took Lemmy to at 9 in the morning when he wanted 2 beers before the dentist. I did take Lemmy there. I used to date Lemmy's manager. And because I lived next door to Lemmy, I had to take care of business sometimes. And it's... Lemmy... My dentist was about, I don't know, 15 minutes from here. In those 15 minutes, Lemmy drank those 2 beers pretty fast. Sorry, I don't have my wallet on me. I mean, I'm not saying Lemmy smelled bad, but he didn't smell great. I'll tell you that much. But I loved him. You know, and my dentist loved him. You know how much money my dentist made off of Lemmy? Oh my God. Uncalculable. So this is... I might have to pick Lois up because these streets can get buck wild. It's a very famous Thai food restaurant. Now this building, I'm gonna have to pick Lois up. Hold on, Lois. Because this club is open, but this club right here, this is where Van Halen got their start. Rat, Quiet Riot, Poison. It was a club called Gazzari's. And now it's like some yo club, if you know what I mean. So, you know, it's not really my jam, but there is some hot pussy here, I'll say that. Pardon my language, girls. But look at these losers waiting in line. Back in the 80s, baby.
Oh, your doggy!
It's the fucking best. See, I could talk to those girls because of Lois. But that used to be... this used to be the marquee for Gazzari's. I mean, every big 80s band played at this club. And it's pretty amazing. You'd see on this billboard, like right there, Rat, Poison, David Lee Roth. You are a good man. Thank you. Thank you, Captain Coke. For the money, honey. And then after Gazzari's, it was Billboard Live, then the Key Club, and now it's some yo club. Not my vibe, but, you know, I'm also 56. I don't think they're going for me. Now, here's an interesting thing. As I was right about there was where the Kiss guitar player Bruce Kulick was shot, right there. There's a fight at the Rainbow right there. Bullets were shot this way. Bruce was shot right there. And I had to give him my $700 Versace shirt because he was bleeding so bad. And to show you how cheap I am, I remember right there going, "Hey, Bruce, how bad is it?" "Oh, fuck that." All right, I might have to pick my dog up again. The strip is bumping tonight. Hey, Lois, be cool, be cool. Now, this is the Rainbow. World famous Rainbow. Right here. Black and blue, $9.99. Thank you very much, brother. I got my hands full, or else I'd do something. What's up, man? Just doing a walk and talk. So this is the world famous Rainbow. And if you have any problems, this guy will kick your ass. No, I'm just kidding. So this is maybe the most iconic restaurant in LA. I mean, yeah, it's sad, isn't it? But
a lot of good ones have gone now, but this is holding it down.
A lot of good times.
No other place is rock and roll headquarters.
Oh, this is the last bastion of 80s rock.
Before that.
Yes, the Doors, I mean. Yeah. All right, brother. Have a good night. Thank you, bro. Here's the Roxy. Yeah. Yes. How do you know me? I do work at the Comedy Store. This is my security dog, Lois. Oh, shit, right here. How's you celebrity hunting? Who's that? Okay, I'm out of the loop. Good luck, brother. Yes. Yeah, you too. Good, nice to meet you, bro. So you got all kinds of people out here. All right. See, I'm famous. I was recognized. I'm doing good, Eddie. Just trying not to get my dog run over. Now, here's a cool spot. If you remember the You Could Be Mine video, right out that door, Guns N' Roses came out to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger right there. And this is also where Stephen Pearcy pulls in from Sunset in the You Think You're Tough video and picks up the rest of Rat. So a little bit of rock and roll history. You Think You're Tough, and that's also the front of the Roxy right there is where Milton Berle drove his motorcycle into the club while Rat was on stage. So Lois is a celebrity. Like, you know, when I go to the Comedy Store, the number one question I get is, where's Lois? So, Lois is the real deal. Now, this is nothing compared to what the 80s were like, but it is good to see some people out here. Here's another small nightclub up here. It's kind of a shady club, to be honest with you. Here's a very high-end car shop. That is a nice car. I like that red one, old school. Now this club is real shady, O'Grady. Like there's never anyone here, but and it's always empty. Well, let's get out of the street, man. Now here comes the whiskey. We're just about to hit the world famous Whiskey A Go Go. I don't know. Who was there tonight, but doesn't seem like. Oh, we have. Hey, all right, man. All right, bud. Uh-huh. I'm gonna get something to drink here. This is it's my buddy. It's a world famous Sunset Oil gas station right here. What up, Rudy Baga? You gotta be careful, man. So many cars run the light here. You gotta be careful, man. The freaks are out. Lois knows where we're going. I'm gonna turn the music. I'm gonna mute the sound because there's always music playing. Sound on. Yeah. This is it's a girl as far as I know, but
What's her name?
Lois, can I get a bag too?
Lois.
Sure.
Oh my goodness, Lois, you're so sweet. You look like your grandma. So pretty. Hi, girlfriend. So cute.
Thank
I
you.
love dogs so much.
Dogs are the best.
The best, best, best. Better than people by far.
David, something new.
Yeah, they're the hot new bars.
So it's the college in water now.
Yeah. When are you in Vegas again? Oh, what's that?
College in water.
Oh, Jesus.
Huh.
All right. Thank you, my man.
I just got back.
How was it?
Oh, you went already?
Damn, look at that in Israel.
Oh, I know.
Lois, Lois, Lois.
Thank God I'm here. Have a good night now.
Bye, Lois. Nice to meet you.
Who's that girl?
She just comes in here and plays lottery.
All right, on. The Vago's out.
I believe so.
All right. I can walk down there now. There's a weird energy in the air tonight.
Yes, there is.
Like, there's some action waiting to be happening. All right. I'll it's a warm up. Where's our boy Frankie? I may need to call Frankie.
He's ready to go.
Always. All right. Well, that was uneventful, but that place is like a nightclub because everyone thinks there's booze there, and there isn't. And so you get all these coked up party people. going there, and then they get all bummed out when there's no booze. Of course, we're now passing the world famous Viper Room coming up in a minute. I hear music, so the Viper Room's probably open. Although the lights are all off, so maybe not. But I do hear music coming out of the Viper Room, so maybe it's a happening after hours. I don't know. There's the queen of the Sunset Strip. No, you are. Give us the name of the documentary you were in. The Melrose one.
Oh, Desi's documentary.
Yes. Do you remember what it was called?
Melrose Man. No, Man. I forgot.
She's seen it all. And if anyone ever fucks with her, I'll kill them.
I love that. Thank you.
And I mean that.
I appreciate that.
What's going on here tonight? Oh.
I keep saying emu.
Oh, emu.
No, nice.
Ooh. I'll keep walking. I love you. I'll see you later.
Love you.
She has, that lady has been the head door girl at the Viper Room forever. And, yes, there is a documentary, Desi, I think it's Desi Benjamin. Look it up on, I guess YouTube. I think it's on YouTube. And it's basically a documentary about Melrose in the 80s. And it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition, if you will, of, Sunset was, Poison, Rat, Quiet Riot, Motley Crue, and Melrose was more the punk side, Circle Jerks and bands like that. So, it's very anti-Sunset Strip. I don't know. I mean, I was in the Viper Room 2 weeks ago for the Blackboard Jungle Reunion show. They do it once a year. Blackboard Jungle, kind of a big band in the late 80s, but, they broke a little too late. Kind of like the band Shark Island. In the 80s, it was really all about timing. My friend was the singer in the band Wild Side, and their major record label debut came out, I think, in like 92. And man, just the worst time in the world for a 80s glam band to come out. That was right at the peak of Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Mother Love Bone, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. So, what up, AC/DC? I'll be able to read the stream a little bit better once we get to home base. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button, pretty please. I would appreciate that. Got some new trolls in the stream. Thank you guys for being relatively normal. And, it's Thursday night. This is the start of the weekend in Hollywood. The freaks are out, and, when that club that used to be Gazzari's is open, it's going to be a good weekend. It's weird. That club is really open only once or twice a week. So it's got to be a money laundering scheme. I don't know. Yeah, L7 was cool, you know. You could tell Lois, she just wants to go home and go to sleep. Now I'm walking down my home street of Larrabee. Larrabee, kind of a famous street in the comedy world. A lot of comics have lived on Larrabee. I mean, back in the day, it used to be, I guess you'd call it affordable housing, but not so much anymore. I mean, a studio, like a shit 800 square foot studio would be $2,500 today. I mean, I have a 1,600 square foot condo, and I've been told I could get anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 a month in rent. Just to show you how Looney Tunes the prices are. I mean, this house right now, it's basically a cottage. I think just sold for $2.5 million. There's no yard, there's no pool. It's probably, I would guess, 1,000 square feet and $2.5 million. Isn't that crazy? So we'll go about another 15 minutes. The fuck? Guess most people are doing construction at midnight. The fuck is going on? Hold on, Lois. Look how happy she is. Oh. Lois is a very happy dog. She's like an uncaged animal right now. All right. Lois is fired up. So let's set up shop here. Let's turn the TV off so I don't get distracted. And we can finish up the stream. So get your wacky questions prepared for Earl. He's got about 10 minutes. Woo. DJ Electro downtown is like a whole other world. Yeah, I mean downtown, it's not that bad though. I mean they had, I guess a little bit of a problem at Dodger Stadium earlier, but yes, 100%. I've lived in LA my whole life. Ah, 56.5 years. Yeah, absolutely, Kip Smith. You know me. I like to give you guys more. Oh yeah, that sounds about right, TB. And here's a group ray gun. Yes, it is a Stephen Pierce t-shirt. Here's a group ray gun for all the super chats. I did go to stock exchange. There was a stock exchange. There was a shark club. I mean, there was the place on Grand Avenue, the hotel. Might have been called the Grand Avenue Hotel, where they had raves. I mean, it was crazy. It was like 4 or 5 floors, and each floor was a different theme. A great era. A truly fun era of my life. Before I found my true wacky question, where do you get your material? Just life, general overall life. You know, walking around the city, life experiences. Concerts. I go to concerts, relationships. Obviously, I've talk about various girlfriends. In my act. I don't say their name, but yeah, that place was wild. I mean, and I was lucky because all the door guys at these clubs were actors. So I would go with my buddies who were all agents and managers, and we would get in right away. I mean, normally if you rolled up with 4 or 5 dudes, you were not getting in the room. DJ Electra, $5. This is a ray gun super chat since I've never sent one before. Cheers to grape drink. Fuck yeah. Thank you very much. And my drink of the stream is a Powerade Grapeade. So Leo Gunn in the house, a Dabbleverse legend. We've got some Dabbleversers in here. By the way, R.I.P. to Ski Mask. I wasn't terribly close with him, but I think I did his stream a couple times. He's a cool guy to me. I said grape aid. Get your mind out of the gutter, Holmes. Come on, man. We don't do the R word talking here. Yeah, I mean, Gina, he was a good guy, but I've known people who unfortunately drink on that level, and not to get too philosophical, but when you drink like he did, you're running from something. So, unfortunately, it catches up with you, like it did him, and hopefully he is out of whatever pain he was in. So it's the Dabbleverse. It's not really a place for people who have substance abuse issues, but yeah, I mean, drugs. I didn't really know that side of them. And I see that. Hello, I'm not saying your name. I know what you're trying to do, but you look at that guy, Mr. Kill Everything. The guy, every stream I've seen him on, he's been blackout drunk. That's just, I mean, I don't know him, so, I hope, he's gets help if he wants it. I know this is a really good drink. It was humid outside, so I'm thirsty. So, hopefully, Mr. Kill Everything doesn't become another victim of the Dabbleverse. That's why I'm glad I'm really not in it. I mean, I'll go on MLC from time to time, but it's just such a negative world. I mean, the whole world is based on talking shit. I never met him, but I saw a close-up of his nutsack today on X, so I feel close to him. Yeah, that's when I didn't block him on Twitter, but I unfollowed him. I can't see that stuff, man. I do lift weights. Probably the strongest thing I'm doing right now is I do 4 sets of varying repetitions of 110-pound dumbbell bench press. I try and get 25 total. So like usually the first set I'll get 7 or 8 out, and then 6, 5, and then whatever I can. Cool, cool. What was there tonight, Hi-Fi Protege? Yes, who did you see, Hi-Fi Protege? We got about 5 more minutes, kids. For those of you wondering, the Hi-Fi Protege does have all caps privileges. Okay, I mean, last time I was at the House of Blues in Anaheim, I saw Bowling for Soup. That's the last 2 times I've been there. I saw Bowling for Soup, and then a couple years ago I saw Steel Panther. I mean, you know, I don't think people really hate each other in the Dabbleverse, but, you know, I think most of us are pretty good people. And yeah, Steel Panther, I'm telling you, you could not have picked a more crowded, you couldn't have put another person in that room for Steel Panther. Um, I did go to the House of Blues on Sunset. I saw many great shows there. I saw Kiss there. I saw the New Cars, which was Todd Rundgren basically singing for the Cars. I saw Twisted Sister when they did their Christmas album. Your voice makes me want to come. Well, I hope you're a woman. Hello. So yeah, Yazin gets it. Yazin, hit the like and subscribe button, will you? Yeah, I mean, I would not have put Steel Panther with Judas Priest. I mean, Judas Priest, their fans are pretty hardcore, and they just want to hear Judas Priest. They don't want to see a band that's, I wouldn't say they're mocking 80s metal, but, you know, because they're all great, they're all great players. I mean, the Russ, the guitar player in Steel Panther, he was the guitar player in Rob Halford's Fight, so he's legit. But that fan base just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a good pairing. I hope so. EA Sports, it's in the game. Screaming for Vengeance. I was just listening to Living After Midnight, 82, Screaming for Vengeance tour. Dave Holland on drums. Yes, the old, and the funny thing is, the very last event at the House of Blues on Sunset was Roast Battle. So there you go. What up, Moses? You know, we just did a last minute stream. I think my favorite Steel Panther song is their cover of She's Tight. Just keep talking. What's the Sunset Room? Mandingo, you're coming in hot. You might have to be put in timeout. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I had, I mean, I was with my girlfriend at the time who knew Steel Panther. What did I have on? I forget my outfit, but I did buy a t-shirt at the merch stand. It said Pussy Melter. Earl, get a job at the gas station. I probably could, to be honest with you. So, you know, all right, guys, we've hit the 60-minute mark, but, you know, you guys are cool. We'll go a few more minutes. It's only 12:13. Just everyone be nice to each other. I heard Black Sabbath will be live streamed. I heard Jake E. Lee will play 1 or 2 songs with Ozzy. Hey, you know, I was so disappointed the last time I saw Ozzy live. there's no way I'm traveling to the UK to see him lip sync, but I am kind of fascinated that they got Jakey Lee to play for him again. I mean, I think Jakey Lee's business problems with those Sharon Osbourne, they must have given him his publishing back or something. I can't remember who the last band. I mean, I would, yeah, I'm not. That's why. I mean, I wouldn't even go if it was in LA, to be honest with you. Yeah, it is a good group in here tonight. Yeah, Jake is my favorite guitar player that Ozzy had. Yeah, he did very good. But I will say a close second for me is Brad Gillis, who, um, you know, when you think of the conditions that Brad Gillis came into Ozzy, Sharon didn't want Ozzy at home, so he forced him out there. I think originally with Bernie Torme, who was like I think he was in Whitesnake or something. He was like kind of a hippie beatnik guitarist, and although a fantastic guitar player, he just wasn't the right fit for Ozzy. So he played like a few gigs, and then they brought in Brad Gillis on like 3 days notice, and he killed it. If you ever want to see a good Ozzy bootleg, check out I think it's Speak of the Devil Live. Brad Gillis, Rudy Sarzo on bass, Don Airy on keyboards, Tommy Aldridge on drums. It's a great lineup. And yeah, I mean, Bernie looked like a beatnik, and although he's obviously, if you're playing in Whitesnake, you can play your guitar, but it just wasn't the right fit, and so they brought in Brad Gillis. Brad Gillis then went to Night Ranger, and allegedly it was down between George Lynch and Jakey Lee, and I think Sharon wanted George Lynch. That's according to George Lynch, and Ozzy wanted Jakey Lee. So, I think it worked out for all parties involved. So, I'll be here all night. Well, I will not be here all night, Dominic. We are about to end the stream, so yeah, something like that, Captain Coke. I mean, Jake looked like a rock star. I mean, Jake bounced around in LA in the 80s. I mean, first he was in Rat, then I think Rough Cut, and then he was briefly with Dio before Vivian Campbell. And, but, I think it worked out for Jake in terms of the band. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Ava. It's always, what up, Easton Yoshi? Good morning. It's always tough when you lose a dog. I've lost about 40 in my lifetime, and it never gets easier, like ever. I cry worse with each one now. I'll be a wreck when Lois goes to heaven, but hopefully I don't have to, worry about that for a while. Yes, thank you, Captain Coke, for all your super chats. Ava, your dog is still with you, though. I really believe that. I sense the presence of my German Shepherd every day in my condo. So, but R.I.P. Bacon, 100%. Yeah, I mean, Vivian Campbell's a great guitar player. He's probably better than being a rhythm guitar player in Def Leppard, but that's a pretty hard paycheck to miss. He seems pretty happy in Def Leppard. So, oh, that's interesting. I mean, I can't imagine being close to a python, but, hey, everyone's different, Sarah, hey, we have a girl in here. Everyone be cool. Don't act obnoxious. We have a few girls in here. We've got Gina Babina, we've got Jess Jenna, and now we have Sarah Town. So that might be the most amount of women ever in a stream. Yeah, I get both sides of the Dio. Hello. I mean, I think Vivian Campbell was like, hey, I'm making these tunes, man, with my guitar work, and I'm sure Dio was like, dude, I can get any guitar player. So if you don't like how I pay you, beat it. You know, it's kind of like, when Jakey Lee, they did Bark of the Moon, Ultimate Sin, and then their next album was the tribute album to Randy Rhoads. And I think from what I understood was Jakey Lee was like, hey man, why don't we do a live album with me? I mean, I'm the guitar player in the band. And I'm sure Sharon was like, hey, you don't like us doing an album about Randy Rhoads? Get the fuck out. It's LA. We'll find anyone who can play. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's just the paycheck is just very hard to turn down on Def Leppard. I mean, even though obviously he didn't write any of their big hits because he wasn't in them, he's had a nice run. I mean, the publishing he must get from Dio, Whitesnake, and touring. I'm sure he gets a little cut of the merch because he is a name guitar player. I mean, you can argue he's a better guitar player than Phil Collins, but, Phil Collins, a founding member of the band. Yeah, I think we all had that poster. So, yeah, I mean, Benny has been in them a very long time. So, I'm sure he's pretty comfortable. I mean, they still play arenas. And, they play some pretty good gigs. And they seem to have a nice working relationship with Journey. And that's a nice tour every about 2 years. John Five is a great guitar player. He's too good to be in Motley Crue, though. I don't think that's a good fit. But, I mean, he is a virtuoso. So that's why I always thought Buckethead was... I've not watched The Last of Us. Yeah, I love Billy Idol with Steve Stevens only, though. Thank you, Sarah. I mean, I would say my top 5 guitar players, just favorite guitar players, I'm not ranking them, would be Jakey Lee, Steve Stevens, Warren DeMartini, Vinnie Vincent, and CC DeVille. So, oh, that's right, TB. You are right. But yeah, he's just too technical. There was something about, not that Mick Mars is a sloppy guitar player, but Mick is there's a lot of crunch in his playing, and with John Five, he just plays the songs note for note perfectly. I think Vinnie Vincent is a woman now. There you go. Yeah, I just think Mick Mars is a better fit, for, Motley Crue, but apparently they hate each other. So, what are you going to do if they can't get along with each other? You're going to move on, I suppose. So, I mean, Mick Mars was old in the 70s, so, but it's not like Nicky, Tommy, and Vince are young stallions. So, I mean, I've seen Motley Crue from the front row. It's a lot of lip syncing, and I mean, there was one time Nicky's hands weren't moving and the bass was still playing. So, I mean, I think Tommy Lee's the best musician in the band. And DJ, why would you unsub me, you son of a bitch? Yeah, so thank you, TB, for that. I mean, Phil's been in them so long, I forgot about Pete Willis. He's another guy who couldn't hold his liquor. So, I mean, Def Leppard's had a nice run, and the last few times I've seen them in concert, it's been very good. I mean, for their age, they put on a good show. Yeah, Devin Townsend. Who's he play for at Kip Smith? I forget. The name's very familiar to me. Yeah, I mean, the first 3 albums in general of most any band are good because they're hungry. They haven't made the money yet. So there's a general hunger that's not there once they start making money. Yes, R.I.P. Steve Clark. Well, I don't know if he's young and sexy, Dominic, but I mean, he looks a little rough, to be honest with you. I've seen him in the Comedy Store parking lot, but he's got a big dick, so that helps. So, what vegetables do you eat the most? Probably carrots, which is weird because my eyesight is so bad, but I do love me some carrots. All right, you kids. This has been the Earl Skakel in the Earlverse. Nice has a ski mask would say, Tommy's got a nice rod. Nice piece. So chicks like Nikki Sixx more than Tommy. I mean, I don't know. They've probably fucked about the same amount of girls. I mean, Tommy Lee has fucked some of the most beautiful women in the world in their absolute prime. So is Nikki Sixx, and so is Vince Neil. I mean, yeah, big piece. Shout out to Ski Mask. I mean, I hadn't talked to him, to be honest with you, in a few years, but he always made me laugh and be like, Earl, you got a big piece? So, yeah, 100% yes, Jenna. Thank you guys for making this a very cool stream. Earl Skakel, over and out.